Good morning, SHS, and welcome back.
I'm Jaden Gonzalez.
And I'm Nick Flores, and will everybody please rise for a moment of silence? And now Jaden will lead us in the pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. All right, everyone.
We hope you guys are having a
Wonderful Wednesday. As we were filming on Monday, so
Yeah.
that's why Nick forgot.
And also, don't forget that this Friday is an early release at 2:45 in order to allow time travel or travel time for the football game in Raymondville. So please don't forget that.
All right. In other news, SHS is hosting a Through the Decades homecoming dance on Saturday, October 14th in the cafeteria. There will be a fun photo booth selling photos for $5. Plenty of food and drinks will be provided free of charge. This event is an incentive for students who have no more than 3 unexcused absences through October 13th, no more than 2 D-halls assigned, and no ISS or DAV placements. So make sure you're within those frames to make sure that you can attend the dance. This is the first one in a long time, so make sure you utilize that fun night and get yourself there.
And speaking of that night, ticket sales are ongoing for $10 a person and $15 at the door. So in order to get that discount, you guys need to purchase now or
Save your $5.
yeah, it's going to be $15 at the door. And don't forget that out-of-town forms need to be picked up at the front office and will need to be brought back by October 6th, back to the front office as well. And a dress code guideline is enforced, so please make sure if you guys are going early dress shopping or just early shopping in general, make sure you guys are sticking to the dress code.
Yes, and that is posted on the main hall as well as right outside the store. So make sure that you take a look at that before you go shopping so you don't waste any money or show up night up and not get let in. Since an FFA is recycling, please help the endeavor and fill the recycling bins with your plastic water bottles. We are placing 4 bins around the campus and we'll be collecting them every other day or as needed. So hopefully they're collecting them every day because that would mean that we're actually utilizing them to the best of our ability and recycling with them.
Yep. And also, FCA will hold their meetings at 7:30 a.m. in Coach Lottie's room 13, every Friday. So please do not miss out.
Make sure you're attending for a donut, some scripture, and prayer. Make sure you're there. That is not just athletes. Anyone. Yes. Speaking of everyone, our spirit dress-up days are as follows. September 28th is Neon Day, and October 5th is Pink Out for Breast Cancer Awareness. So hopefully everyone's participating in those, showing their school spirit, and representing.
And continuing to show your school spirit, varsity volleyball travels to West Oso on Friday. So if you guys are interested in making that drive over there and to support our girls, go ahead.
Yes, make sure you do that. Cross country varsity travels to the Goliad Invitational this Saturday. So if you can't go support them, do that. And if not, make sure you give them or the varsity volleyball girls or the football boys all a good luck wish in the hallways when you see them.
Yep. And lastly, of support, JV and freshman football have a home game on Thursday against Toloso Midway, and varsity will travel once again to Raymondville. So
to play Raymondville this time. So make sure you're out there supporting them. Last week they did in fact get the win from the Livonia Bears, like I had said on Friday. So yeah, how do you feel about that, Nick?
It was a good win. Great team win.
What do you think produced that win? I know they are a little bit of an underdog going into the games.
I think it really showed, a lot of heart with the guys and showed us as a team that we can be a true team and continue to play together.
Yes. So make sure you're there in Raymondville to see if they do it again this week. Homecoming is rapidly approaching. Our annual homecoming parade is Thursday, October 12th, followed by the burning of the S and the Powder Puff game at 7:30 p.m. at Pirate Bone Crusher Stadium. Tickets are $3 a piece. Come out and support. I know y'all want to see the Powder Puff game because it's a fan favorite, and the homecoming parade is always fun. So if you can't be involved with it, make sure you're at least showing up.
Yeah, and if you guys are maybe interested in being the announcer at the game, please let us or Handy know that you may be interested in it, because if not, it will be me.
Yes, and I won't like to hear his voice if I don't have to. So make sure one of y'all is joining the announce off. and that will be presented here, right?
Yeah, it will be.
And we'll get to show a little segment of that here, so
Yep.
you'll get your 5 seconds of fame. So make
and
sure you join that.
we are introducing a new segment where we discuss things that we feel are
Need to know.
need to know. And today our ag shop teacher, Mr. Hernandez, tells us how to change a tire, and we'll cut to that now.
Hello SHS, I'm Nick Flores and I'm currently here with,
Mr. Hernandez.
and Mr. Hernandez is actually our newest ag teacher, and today he's actually going to be running us through how to change a tire, because honestly it is very important for you guys to know how to be able to change a tire on the side of the road. And would you like to elaborate on that, on why, Mr. Hernandez?
Of course. So knowing how to change a tire is a very key skill. Say you get a pop tire driving everywhere down the road. You don't want to be there clueless, not knowing what to do. It's a very simple, key thing to know. It's a good skill to have.
Very true. And actually, he's actually going to demonstrate it for us. So, would you like to go ahead and get started?
Love to. Now, apologies for being a trailer, but this is all we got here. So whenever you're gonna jack up your vehicle, make sure you put your jack, this is a little overkill, but just for the sake of the example, find a good secure spot on the frame or the body of the vehicle to put it under. Now, before you lift it up, you're gonna want to break the lug nuts loose. That way you're not spinning the wheel while it's up. So, won't go there. Once you get them loose, just spin them off. Just spin a couple. Now, before you take the wheel completely off, you have to make sure all these are loose, because if you try to remove the lugs while the wheel is up in the air, all it's going to do is spin. So once I get these loose, once you get to that point, you can lift the wheel just a little bit. Like I said, don't remove the lugs while it's up in the air. Once you get them all broken loose, you can go and lift it off the ground. To the point, you can spin the rest off. Now, never stick yourself or any part of you under the vehicle or implement. The tire should come off just like that. Now, putting the new one on, roll it in. A good strategy to have is, I picked this up when I was growing up, line up the hub with one thread at the top. That way you can line these up straight away, so that way you're not fiddling with it and trying to figure out if it's straight or not. So once you're there, simply just lift it on. And just do everything you did in reverse order, and you'll be set and good to go down the road. Perfect. Now, once you have your rim and tire back on the frame of the vehicle and you have all your lugs spun to the base of the metal, you can go ahead and lower the jack. Nice and easy. Now, at this point, we all know we have to tighten the lug nuts, but there's a way to do it. You don't want to go just clockwise or counterclockwise. You want to go in the pattern of a star, depending on how many lugs your vehicle has. Now, say we start up top. Get that nice and snug. We're not going to go immediately left or right. We're going to go across or straight down. Once you hit that one, jump across to another one. And so on and so forth. And once you have them all torqued down, at that point, then you can go around each one and ensure it's at the proper torque spec, or if you're on the side of the road, as tight as you can to get to your next destination.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Mr. Hernandez. That actually concludes our video today, and we are very thankful for the demonstration that Mr. Hernandez put on. So, thank you.
Happy to be here.
And we're back. Thank you, Mr. Hernandez, for that info on things that we need to know.
Yep.
Trivia. I have trivia today.
Oh, I didn't even know we had trivia.
I wrote in trivia about 5 minutes before we started filming. So, trivia. What was the pen name of Charles Dickens? And another little bit of need to know. A pen name is the name that a writer goes by if they're not going by their actual name. So, like if you want to be like, it's like almost like an alias for authors of books or anything. So that would be known as your pen name. So what is Charles Dickens' pen name?
It was Boz. I actually knew that one.
It was Boz. So yeah, that was ruined for me. So yeah, that was
And
ruined
as
for me.
always, we'll end things off with the thought of the day. And today's thought comes from Sir Winston Churchill. And today's thought is, you will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Yes, I will. I think that means that if you're not having a tunnel vision and focusing on what your goals are and listening to everything that everyone outside of your goal and what you need to do to get there, you're going to be wasting your time. It's not worth shooting down every comment that's made or every little remark or diss or little slug that's thrown at you. I think that that's ultimately going to be a waste of time, because if they have time out of their day to talk about you or your goals, they're not
It's just not
they're not
worth
focusing
it.
on themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that you should really surround yourself and focus on the things that you want to become, not the things that are behind you or trying to tear you down. So keep that tunnel vision, as Kodak would say. Like Kodak, they don't like to see you winning. Say the rest, Nick. They want to? No? Okay. I need me
Don't
a little
forget to
baby who
follow
will
us on
listen.
X at
Girl, I don't wanna
Sinton
do it when you
HSYR book.
And on Facebook, Sinton High School Yearbook.
You almost said that.
Huh?
You almost done that.
I'm making mine good because I'm always bad, so I'm trying to make sure it's good. Nick's are
And as
Dude.
always, go Pirates.
go Pirates. Yours is still trash. Yours are so good.